Tape podcast with Brucey, Chuff and Lush.
How are we, gentlemen? It's another week. We've got two new nuts and a guy with a nice bit of hair in here. And I'm looking at Kevin right now, the back of his head. Well done to Washington.
Fuck off, Bruce.
Honestly, I feel like I'm in year 12.
Yeah.
I'm 8, like
I
year
wasn't
12,
that nude in year
18
12.
again.
Yeah,
But it was the
18,
same fucking lid. Like it was that same shape. Like I feel like I'm talking to a teenager right now.
You know what? He looks younger.
Well, yeah.
He looks younger.
Do you know what worried me a bit? Is how many people afterwards were like, oh, you look way better than I expected.
Yeah, I said that 100 times.
I'm like, the amount of people, I'm like, what did everyone think that I had a beard because I was hiding something like this ugly head?
No,
Everyone was
no.
just assuming. And I can't remember who they're like, oh, I was expecting you to have a double chin. I was like, well, fuck.
Double
It's just a lot going on when you got a pretty good growth beard, like a solid beard, and then that hair, it was just a lot going on. And my concern was, you would have like really white face and all that because you had the beard and the head to be right.
My head was pretty white.
But nowhere near as bad as what I thought.
I wasn't
Nah,
that tan.
look,
I'm not that tan, though.
He's gone in the sun for a few days now. You can see
No,
it.
it's just grown.
No, it's just
That's
grown. But
Look, it's
Look
already...
how thick it is.
That's what I said. It's not receding at all. There's not a speck missing. It's just like
It's like
a
you're wearing it
microphone.
like you're wearing a helmet.
Like a tennis ball made of tennis balls.
No, you know, like
Like a one piece, like Lego. Like the
you,
Lego.
you
piece.
didn't watch it, but Game of Thrones chop. Those soldiers that the for Cersei
what are they called? Shit, I forgot what they're called.
had no balls.
Yeah, they got nuts chopped off.
No dick in test.
That's why they didn't want to fuck. They're just soldiers.
But it looks like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you can't fuck, you fight.
Yeah. So all jokes aside,
You look like you'd brawl.
all
That's
jokes
what Hannah
aside,
said.
yeah.
She reckons I look a lot like rougher now, and like I look like now she believes I used to be a bouncer.
Yeah, you did have a nude nut while you're bouncing. But from my point of view, mate, super, super proud.
Awesome.
I know that wasn't an easy thing to do.
wasn't.
Judging by your reaction afterwards, you got pretty emotional. And I was like, oh, fuck, you didn't realise. Like, I thought this was, much as it is a funny joke, it's a bit of a joke, it's a bit of fun. He's done a good cause. We're sitting at nearly $7,600. You didn't realise how much hair and all that stuff means to people. And what he's been able to do is raise money, and then also some of that hair is going to help cancer survivors and that stuff too, which is absolutely amazing to me. And just to see him losing it and the reaction, you're like, oh shit, this is such a little thing, but it means so much to people.
It's been a long time of doing it.
Yeah.
As well,
Well,
like-
it might go down as one of the top 10 things you've ever done.
That's all right.
Absolutely.
Well, I think so.
Besides
Yeah,
getting
actually,
eaten
I've
the
done a lot of good
cockroaches,
shit.
yeah, you've done some fucking
but
great
this is
things.
just genuine, like, it was selfless.
It was.
So you raised,
Great turnout
you
as
raised
well.
a lot of
Yeah, it
money
was.
and you're still going. And there was a big crowd there.
Yeah.
And the spotlight was on.
He didn't
But we
crumble.
did discover your next look.
Definitely.
Probably
We
the
did.
look that you're going to have for the next 15 years.
Yeah.
Longer.
Because you shouldn't change it up.
Longer.
Nah,
Yeah.
it's
Both-
great.
So almost all of my cousins on that side that saw that photo all said, holy shit, that's Nonno.
Yeah.
Like it looked exactly like what my Nonno looked like. There's a few photos of him and it's like pretty uncanny. And it kind of looked like Pablo Escobar on a weird angle as
Yes, it did.
Had
It
like-
did.
had
Really
Ron
did.
Swanson, Bill
Ron
Pablo.
Swanson
Ron
from Parks and Recs. If you don't know what
He
that
definitely
is,
looked like a Nonno.
we're going to post a before and after with Ron Swanson just so you guys can see.
well. I might do a vote of the look. Do I go back to full hair or do I go back to that Ron Swanson? Keep
No,
Yes.
it's you
It's
definitely
good
go
mode.
for the Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'll get the photo up in front of me now. But that for me is
It's a good look.
it's a good look,
It's a great look. It's a
Yeah.
great look.
and it's got
Suits-
so
and it
many.
suits him.
It's got so many. Like, look at that.
Absolutely suits him to
Yeah,
a
I'll
T.
post a little collection of all the photos. So you can see in the footage and some of them, and I realized when I was sitting there in front of everyone, like you even shouted it out, like you're giving us nothing. Like I was I was really upset. Like, I was
Dude, I know you
trying
were.
a bit, but I was like, I don't want to look up because I might start crying.
What do you mean?
Like,
you could tell he's
I was
emotional.
doing it, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, oh my god.
'Cause
And
we're
I
like,
saw
give
it
us a bit
falling,
more.
and I was like, ah.
I tell you what, Brucey, we got me and you, great footage. I think we should do a commentating pair. We will give him back and forth.
So you should never go back to that hair.
Nah, I
I'm
don't think
sorry.
so.
You've outgrown that.
Mm.
The
Right?
Ron
So
Swanson.
that frizzy, like, that was.
The problem with that is the only thing I could do was tie it up.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just
When it was
that
out, it was
hairstyle,
annoying.
right? You're young, whatever. Now, grown up look, but it's the grown up look still has a little bit of sort of cheekiness to it.
that's exactly.
I absolutely loved
Now
it.
I just feel like we're in Melbourne. You're going to get in a brawl, and I have to save you.
If you guys want to see the footage,
I've got a weak chin, hey.
jump onto the Instagram page because all the footage is up. There's while he's getting a cut, me and Russo commentating, and then the after the reveal when he saw it for the first time. That was great. It was great content, Mule. You provided us with some great content.
What are the benefits of that hairstyle?
This one?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What do you mean?
What do you
Nothing.
mean? Waking up,
All
freedom.
My, none of my hats. All of my hats make me look like I've got cancer. They're all like a little bit too big now because obviously the hair took up a lot. And because it's so shaved, if I wear a hat forwards, I look like one of those motocross kids. If I put it on
Ryan
backwards.
Sheckler, your heart out.
Yeah, exactly. Like a real Red Bull, like drinking Monster Energy drinks. Just angry at everyone.
Yeah.
And then I put a beanie on and I took it off straight away because it just, looked
Yeah.
like I was straight out of the terminal.
I reckon
ward.
it's the beard. Like if you
Yeah,
if
as
you
soon as
had
the
gotta
the
grow the
beard,
beard.
the hat would be fine.
Yeah. And the hair's just really short as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great weekend, fantastic turnout. It was amazing to see how many people come down and support you. But you can still donate, guys.
Yeah.
You
So
can
I think
still
it's
donate.
June 30th, I want to say.
We'll try and we're gonna get it to 10k.
So we're at $7,575.83. We smashed the goal of 5K. We're going for 10. It's a great cause, guys. So get behind it. $5, $2, $10, whatever you got. Chuck it behind. Mill's done a great thing here. We want to get behind him a little bit more. So round of applause, Muley. There was great play, buddy.
Yeah. I
Now-
would never grow it back
now-
that long again.
Now, just on this, I'm going to bring something up for you boys. So, I've provided some content for Any Give and Take, eating a chip. Mule provided some content by eating a chip and shaving his head. What are you bringing to the table, Adam? And now, hang on. Because this, if no one knows
you can
about this,
propose anything, but I will shoot you down if it's stupid.
I am proposing.
Right, propose.
I'm proposing.
Game, but if it's dumb, I
It's
won't
not
do
dumb.
it.
Ah, come on.
No, like I'm
It's
a
not
good
dumb.
sport, but if you try and say where your jock's on the bus, it's
No.
not happening.
Hang on. Okay. Do you classify what we did eating the chip as dumb?
No.
Okay, so that's along the lines of
I
what we're
do.
going here. That was fucking
It was
so
dumb
dumb.
after.
Yeah.
It was dumb
But
after.
let's put it in perspective. You ate a corn chip. all
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
the gut
So
wasn't worth it.
this weekend, it's Nucci's birthday today. Happy birthday, Nucci. We're going paintballing. And the boys got a bit lippy in slop blocks this morning, having a bit of a chat about how everyone wanted to shoot me for some fucking reason. So
Very shootable.
I propose to you. I propose to you, Russo. We put a bet on.
shootable.
We put a bet on, and then we have a duel. So let's have a duel between
Like a duel at 10 paces?
10 paces, start shooting, or a firing squad where all the boys get to line
Yeah,
up.
but there's going to be a reason why he does
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got to put a bet on. It could be on the footy, something like that. Just a
Well-
bet on this either Thursday night or Friday night game.
What? And it loses in.
And if you lose, you're in the firing squad.
Do some better thinking, Chop. Because see that 10 pace whatever.
Yeah.
That only works if you've got those draw guns.
Yeah, with
you
one
got
bullet.
this thing there. I'm gonna
No,
shoot,
but it does.
I'm gonna shoot you 20 times. You're gonna shoot me 20 times. That's
Yeah,
not
but that's
gonna
not
work.
okay. I'm talking
And
firing
the firing
squad.
squad not doing it.
Why?
Because first of all,
No, me and Mill are the firing squad.
right,
No one else
it's a game.
is.
Everyone's firing on each other. It's fine. I'll get shot in the game. Like that's why would I sit there and just let people shoot me?
Because it's funny.
It's not happening. Okay. And also, I've got swimming lessons with Alessia the next day, and I don't really want 15,000 bruises all
Well,
over my
hang
body.
on. This thing looks
Oh,
amazing,
you're
by
gonna
the
get
way. This course looks like wicked. Looks like all my dreams come true. We're going to get to play
I'm gonna
Commandos.
shoot. I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do a firing squad.
I'm so fucking sweet at Call of Duty, so I'm going to murk all you fools.
Damon still has nightmares of the last time I went paintballing with him.
Yeah, cheap.
Hey, Mill, you got any more bullets? Nah, I'm all out. I peppered him with about 50
look.
bullets.
Cheap shots is the aim of the game. We're all going to shoot each other in the back.
Yeah.
That's part of
It's
it.
great.
Yeah.
But
And
we're looking
that's why
forward
we're
to
doing
it.
That's why I'm not going to offer myself to a firing squad.
Yes.
I'm going to get fired
Entertainment.
on.
Think of the fucking AGT fans. They want some entertainment at them.
You can't force a chop.
Think
But
of it,
hang
just
on,
think
hang
of
on.
a funny,
He's next up,
better joke, mate.
No, but that's fine. I'm running out of ideas. He's next up.
Yeah, I'll
you're next up.
do something that's like got some comedic humour to it,
That-
like the corn chip.
Okay. So have a
We'll
think
work
about
something
it.
out
We're
for
going to work
Hawthorn
something out for
Eagles
Brucey.
or-
Yeah, it works something
Yeah.
out. Fuck, I'll do 50 bets. I don't really care.
It's all
As long
good.
as I don't die.
No, hang on. We can't have
from
that.
the corn chip.
No. Fuck, I nearly
I've
did.
still got heartburn from it.
Yeah, that actually makes my stomach hurt every time I think about it.
Yeah.
But it's, well, what can we say? It's coming AFL. It's happening round one. So the second half of the show, we're going to be discussing our review of the 2021 season,
Preview.
our little preview.
Preview.
But
Keyword.
before we jump into that, boys, what else happened on the weekend?
I shaved my head.
That really was
Damon
big.
shaved his head.
Damon shaved his head. That's pretty much our whole weekend.
That was the
I
highlight.
feel like I had dinner Friday night, work Saturday,
When
shaved
did
my head. Did you guys vote?
Yes. Actually, what are we talking about? The biggest landslide in probably political history.
Domination.
It wasn't a domination. It was a fisting.
Yeah. So remember how we said last week that if Liberals won, it would be one of the biggest upsets
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
They didn't get close.
Right.
They won
So this is-
3 seats.
In the equivalent of the footy game, this was over in the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
This was Geelong v Port Adelaide in that GF.
07 or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
It was a fucking fisting. Liberals, sort your shit out. Dictator McGowan's got way too much power now, and this is going to be interesting.
well. He now, as Damon told us earlier, controls both houses.
oh, so
What?
So there's an upper and a lower house.
the Senate and the House of Reps.
All right.
When did I tell you that?
He's-
Oh, I think he's serious. I was like, I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
I get jokes.
I forgot to vote.
Adam's very subtle humour.
yeah,
It's very clever. You didn't even see it.
I forgot
Anyway,
to vote,
but
so
like
I'm
so,
bad at this.
McGowan's got control. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants. But I think that's a little bit of a poison chalice because now there's no excuse. So if he fucks up, the Liberals can just walk into the next election.
That is true.
So when you've got absolute power,
What's your
corrupts.
wait?
Absolutely.
I wanted to, and I agree with everything you're saying there. Absolute power. They can't fuck up. They fuck up, they're gone. But what are both your views now on? There's been a little outbreak in Queensland, a little outbreak in New South Wales. What's your views on shutting up again? Do we shut up again, or is it the vaccine's rolling out? We're just going to keep soldiering on through this shit because
Okay, I just do what they think is right. If they want to lock down for a week and that helps, do it. If they want to close the borders because they think it will not spread the virus, do it. Like I'm more inclined to let the experts do what
Same.
the experts
And I'm not
know
an
more
expert.
about.
so Mill's the only person in this entire pandemic to work every day.
So Mule doesn't care because he's still going to work.
Yep.
You're gonna if there was a war in WA
I'd be dodging tanks and shit or delivering rims.
delivering rims,
Yeah.
I still think Alliance Rim Repairs would be doing rims.
Yep.
Probably more rims
Yep.
because it'd be more
Tank
damage.
rims.
Tank rims. But no, it's quite. My view is you got to stay open now. The vaccine's rolling out. My mum got her first shot today.
Yeah.
Because she volunteers at Charlie Gardner, the new children's hospital. She volunteers there, so she's had to get it. Luke's had it as well. And there's only been something like I think like not even 20,000 WA people have got it, and their children got it.
early.
It's only early.
But like,
They reckon they're going to miss all the dates. They reckon it's not going to be October now. It's going to be more like December, January before the whole country's vaccinated. So they've missed their dates already.
That's fine.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not going anywhere either.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Melbourne and just see a footy game.
So risky though with this shit.
No, I'm not going to go if it's a risk, but
I went to Sydney.
yeah.
You did. You got out. Fuck, mate, just in time though.
Yeah, but our borders are open now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but they could be shutting tomorrow.
Maybe you should go interstate just so you have to do quarantine here and you can get that
Get
2
my
weeks
2
off.
weeks.
Shit, yeah, lucky, eh? Lucky, eh?
That's
Luke will
dirty
be
fuck.
onto you, won't approve.
He'll
your
just
leave.
drop off rims there, but watch these while you're at home. He'll be in the backyard scrubbing rims.
I think we're pushing ahead now. I agree with Chop. As he's on his phone.
No, tagging Nooch in for the draft so he keeps it going.
Okay. Oh, the draft. You know, we started our fantasy.
Start
footy
off
draft.
as nothing to do with Damon.
We miss you. Chop changed the name from No Mergers, Fuck Damon to No Mergers.
Yeah, I thought he's done a good job this week, so I thought I'd give him a little
I'll
break.
change it back to Fuck Damon next week.
Myself and the other 5,000 fans that listening don't care about your fantasy.
Well, you know what? Do we have any questions, or are we going straight into the footy?
No, we're going straight into fan questions because there is some. I've just got to get them. So there was a couple that we put up in the group.
There was one. I'll read it out.
Here we
because
go.
it, Damon. It's a very
this is a big
complicated one.
Yep, go.
I'm
Fire
gonna
away.
read this one.
Who did this come from?
Sam,
Okay.
Samurai. Which of these categories would you choose if you could select only one, and for the rest of your life, anything you ate in this category would be of zero calorific value? So you're not going to put on weight. You can pig out. You can either eat savoury food.
But you can only be in one cake. You can only eat those foods.
No, you only get the benefit of not putting on weight from that
okay.
category. So
But you can
savoury
eat whatever
shit.
you want still.
Savoury shit, food, burgers, chips, nachos, pizzas, hot dogs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Sweets, lollies, chocolates, ice creams, or alcoholic beverages. I think all three of us will alcoholic beverages we can get rid of
Yeah.
because none of us really
We're not
drink
big
that.
drinkers, and if we
No.
drink,
Enough to
it's
have-
just drink to get drunk.
See,
and that's it.
I was thinking about doing savoury, but I can control eating savoury better. See, I can eat just chicken and veggies during the week or whatever. I'd rather have the option of being able to just go ape shit on lollies and chocolates and stuff like that.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
I can take it or leave it with like if lollies and chocolate weren't in my cupboard, I wouldn't miss them.
Nah,
Right?
you're a sicko.
No, so seriously, I don't.
And
Like every
Jess-
now, every person, I don't care who they are, gets a little craving for some chocolate or something like that, or an ice
Absolutely.
cream, whatever. But I when I'm sitting there, I don't feel like I need it. You know,
Have you ever
Lauren
had
doesn't mind me
Cadbury
saying.
hazelnut?
Lauren doesn't mind me saying this, but like sometimes I don't eat chocolate unless she brings it out. Now there are some times where I do bring it out, and I'll have the odd occasion where I'll crave it, but I don't care for chocolate.
So Hannah's made me worse with a sweet tooth. She loves chocolate, and chocolate I can do without. Lollies, man. If I see a bag of lollies,
But
if
lollies
I
just
open
make me like
same.
sick.
They make me fucking ill. But if I open a bag of lollies, I'm eating a bag of lollies.
See, but I would love to eat as much
Amen.
pizza and burgers and chips and all that fucking crap without putting on weight.
Oh,
Nah, see, just
so tough.
Because
That's
that
so
is
tough.
picking out for me.
Now, for me, it's chocolate.
Because
Like
I happily
chocolate
just go to
lollies.
Nando's and just get little chips. You're not going to put on that much weight from it. Eat Nando's, food like that.
I know
Then just
Hannah's
eat a
would be
tub of
chocolate.
Ice cream.
Hannah's would be chocolate.
Yeah, she's ape shit for Jess.
Yeah,
Always
so would
chocolate.
Jess's. Jess's chocolate.
But there's a lot of times where Hannah's had to hide bags of lollies, not from me, but because she knows that as soon as I see it, I'm going to open it. And what I'll do is
stop.
I'll be laying in bed. There'll be red licorice. That's my favorite.
Ooh.
There'll be red licorice in the pantry. I'll grab a bit and go back and watch TV, whatever. I have 2 bits and I'll just leave it at that. And then 3 minutes go past, I get up, and I'll go and grab another 3 bits. 2 minutes, and I'm going, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I'll go back, and there's
Just
3
bring the
pieces. I'm like,
bag.
just get the fucking bag.
Yeah.
I've done that so many
See,
times.
The amount of times with any food where you take a little bit, and then you go, wait, there's only a little bit left. I'm going to finish that off.
Yeah.
So that's happened with chocolate. So Lawrence brought some chocolate home over the course of a week or so. We work it down to there's off a block. There's the last 4 lines. I'm like, I'll just take one line.
But then there's only 3.
I'll take another line.
Yeah.
Done. Now half a block is not great for you.
No, that's the problem as well. Because like I said, I'll open a bag of lollies, I'll clock a bag of lollies, and then sometimes I'll stupidly just go, "What's in this?" And you read it, and you like, "Hang on, servings per packet, sugar per
I
serving."
hate that.
You do quick maths, and you're like,
Per serving is
Whoa.
2 lollies.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're recommended chips, 7 Red Rock chips is 1 serving. I'm like,
Who the fuck?
who the fuck's eating 7 Red
Who's
Rock
counting
chips?
it? That's a mouthful.
Why have that? Who's suggesting that serving? Just give me what the whole packet is. I want to eat this bag of lollies. There's 270 grams of sugar. All right, let's fucking do it.
All right, so Glenn's got that's a great question by Sammy there. I'll definitely be lollies. Glenn's got a question. He's actually got 2. One of them I'm going to try throw back at him. He goes, and he's an avid listener. He goes, someone puts a gun to your head, you either have to punch a baby or make out with your brother for 45 seconds. What do you choose?
Make out with my brother. I'm not going to
baby?
be the guy to punch a baby.
Hear
baby?
me out. Hear me out. No, just say baby. If the baby's a newborn, I'm kissing my brother. If the baby's a 1-year-old, he's getting chipped.
Yeah, but okay, quantify this.
So there you go, Glenn.
How hard do you have to hit the baby?
No, just chip. Just going to give him
Oh,
just a little one in the
That
jaw.
hurts them, man. They do recover from that though.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, like they bang their
that's not
heads
a
all the
punch,
fucking
man.
time.
That's a little
Alright.
jab.
Oh.
I'm talking roundhouse because punch has to be roundhouse.
Nah,
correct.
well, you'll fucking
That's it.
kill the
You gotta-
baby.
You gotta, no, you gotta.
Yeah, well,
you're not
there
gonna
you
kill
go.
it, You gotta.
Yeah, but like I'm just talking
Okay,
a little
well,
chip,
just-
just a
just
little.
say-
Don't argue, a little dusty.
Nah,
Yeah.
you
Just
gotta-
a little dusty.
You gotta level for a gun to your head. I'm gonna level the kid. I'm sorry. I can kiss my brother anytime. How many chances are you gonna get to punch someone else's kid? You know what I mean?
He's gone a completely different way with this question.
Yeah, I kiss my brother whenever I want. Give me that fucking kid. If it's a little blonde kid, I'm sorry if anyone's got this kind of kid, but a little blonde kid with glasses, they freak me out.
How's
Like the
this?
kid in Jerry Maguire, he freaks me out.
Oh,
Blonde
yes,
kids,
you've
yeah.
said
Blonde
that
hair
a
and
lot,
glasses.
eh?
That's just
Not with glasses per se, but
nah, glasses.
I
Give me
just
when
feel
they
like
got the glasses on. Nah.
He's
I
more
feel
of a
like-
toddler.
I feel like blonde kids look like they're up to more trouble.
How have you worked out that one?
It's probably just circumstance of kids I've seen blonde, but
Yeah.
and also in
Aussie
movies, most of the young kids are always blonde. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, there's like a youthfulness about
yeah.
blonde hair. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just seem like they're always up to little fucking mischief. Yeah,
Yeah, if that kid from Jerry Maguire's in front of me and he's 2 years old and he's a baby, I'm smacking the kid.
fuck, that's a good topic for another time. Is like kids in movies that just
Shit, yeah.
shit ya.
There's a few. Hey, I had to
Yeah.
think about it, but we'll bring
Need
that.
to comment about it.
Do you reckon you're going to hit Alessio when at some not like now because he's a fucking
Nah,
baby,
nah.
but say 7-year-old Alessio comes in, he goes Alessio put it down, he goes fuck you. You're gonna
Oh,
bang,
he's getting a
backhand,
scaff.
Surely a little
No.
scaff. You don't have to follow through, but just a flick.
I'm gonna try and not hit.
Did you get hit?
I'm gonna try and not do that.
Did you get hit?
Yeah, of course, but
Five
it's a
boys,
different
you-
time,
Yeah, it's a different time.
right? And like I don't put any blame on that generation because they copped much worse before. So it's like
Yeah.
you know, it's like everything. Like you just scale it back. Okay,
And
Just
we
bec-
deserved it.
yeah, but also because they did that because that was their way.
Yeah.
Our way doesn't need to be that.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
hoping that.
But it could be.
It could
Look,
be.
I've spoken to parents, and it's like it's very hard not to because they can.
Sometimes
they
they
can
need it
definitely
to
roll,
know the
But I'm just
awareness
gonna
and
try
boundaries.
not to.
But
I'm not going
see,
to promise I'm not, but I'm just going to
We
try
got to the
not
point where like it just became, oh, here we go, we're just going to hit again. Like we got hit that often that it wasn't.
Didn't work.
You didn't think your dad was that angry because he just always resort to not always.
I
Depends,
do-
like,
depends
I
what it
think-
was.
So it's like anything, right? So a coach can't do, the blasting this every time because then it will just stop
he's just a
working.
ranting.
He has to mix it up.
Yeah.
So I do have the voice capable of tearing paint off walls. Like it is. But that would be my ultimate weapon.
They'll hear that 4 or 5 times.
Right,
In their whole
I
life.
won't often, and sometimes you can just give them a preview, and then they know.
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah,
That's my dad. Just like, oh! And you like just see the look in
You
your
just
eyes.
knew.
Like, okay.
but I want to be. I want him to be my best mate.
Yeah.
and I don't feel like you can be best mates getting belted all the time.
No. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I will say the best thing I think my dad and mum ever did was just give it to me sometimes, especially my dad, because
Yeah, but we're not blaming them. We're not saying that what they did was wrong.
no. I'm
just
saying
it's not
I'm saying it's the
time.
best.
Now it's because look,
Different times.
Not in
now,
public.
but-
You
Also,
can't do it in
right,
public. I
okay,
don't
so-
think.
But fuck, how good is it when you see someone just fucking give their kids a hide?
Yeah,
in
because
public?
I needed it. I admit, I fucking needed it.
I think a
sometimes.
strong like arm grab, like just a whole like
you just don't have to stop. Just have to.
yeah,
Just talk
That's
through your
okay.
teeth.
I think just what you can't
Scary.
do is definitely in public you can't.
Yeah, but
physically.
sometimes you'll see like at Belmont or something.
Yeah,
you'll
you
see some
don't-
kid
when-
get
when you
belted,
see it,
you're
you
like,
watch it.
Oh, you think
Yeah.
we
You watch it.
And you know the best is those kids there don't react to getting hit.
Yeah.
because they're used to it. They're like, oh, here we go. I'll just
Yeah.
cop this little couple smacks.
If anything,
in the
they
arse.
play it more out because
Yeah,
they're not gonna cop
It's
what
going to be
they-
a PG belting at the forum. Rather
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I gotta admit, sometimes some of my worst beltings were probably warranted, and they let me know That's the fucking line not to
Chop,
cross.
That didn't stop you from being a
that's
fuckwit,
that's why
bro.
7 blokes on the
Piss
weekend
off.
want to shoot the shit out of you, bro. That's
Yeah, but
that's just
that's
you.
because they hate me because they want to make, it's just the way it is.
Hate you. Well, finish. You're about to say hate.
hate
they
'cause
wanna
they
They
wanna
want to be me.
Because they want to make you? Is that what you're going to say? Like your
Nah.
fucking Play-Doh?
I'm fine because I just don't cop any shit from anybody. So bring it on.
Nah, Chop always steps up, right? He doesn't shirk the issue. He steps up, right? But it's just fun. Chop will shoot Damon in the back. Damon won't know who it is for fucking an hour.
Damon will know exactly who the fuck it is.
You just
Not that,
One of two people, my idiot brother or this idiot.
but that time when we went paintballing years ago,
that was my
you
19th
didn't know it was
birthday.
him.
No.
You
That-
kept going. Who the fuck is shooting me?
That was one. This time I
That
got
was-
him.
that the other guy, that was Sandy,
We were,
remember?
Pete Sandy. We were walking back
Sandy
to
Payne.
where the hut was after the game.
Yeah,
and
no,
I go, "Hey, Mill, have you got any bullets?" Literally from me to you, Roos.
Yeah,
and he
I
goes,
know.
"Nah, man, I'm all out." And I go, "Really?" And I had about 20 left,
Yeah.
and I had him on the ground by the time I finished.
No, but there was also at the start of the game. I remember that day. But at the start of the game, both team lined up on opposite sides.
Yeah.
I was with Chop behind you, and he was shooting you in the ass. And you kept turning around and going, "What the? Who the fuck?"
I'm sorry.
I didn't get that bad at Welts afterwards, though.
No.
Did you? Did you get
I had the typical shit, but nothing
I'll
serious.
get it on the
Some
back.
people get lit the fuck up, eh?
Yeah,
They look like doing-
but this course, if you had a look at the course, it is
I'm surprised.
ridiculous,
I'm going in
man.
surprise.
Yeah. It's gone in
I saw
blind.
one photo.
Actually, might
Nooch
go
goes, "Have a look at
blindfolded.
this. There's fucking smoke bombs and everything going off. This is gonna be fucking elite." And then we got go karting afterwards.
Tell you what, though, 8 o'clock in the morning is pretty confronting to start shooting people, isn't it?
That is so early,
We're
man.
gonna have to wake
So
up.
I'm
and
picking
snap
you
out
guys
of
up
it.
from Mill's house, but I gotta literally pick you up at like 7:15. 7:15.
6:45. Relax. It's a 17-minute drive from my house. I
But
No,
is
it
it?
isn't.
No, it's not. It's past fucking
reckon.
Nooch.
45 from
Nangara.
mine.
Isn't Nangara Road?
No,
Nah, it's past.
Oh, well, all right then.
So half an hour.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the.
Mate, it's like at the end of the freeway.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a trek. Anyway,
But anyway, we're looking forward to it. It's for one of our best mates' birthdays.
Your best mates.
One of Damon's family members'
He's my
birthdays.
cousin.
No, but he's got go karting and then it's footy. So it's actually a really good
It's
day.
fucking the best day,
right?
man. I can't
and
wait.
I just said to Loz, I've said, look,
yeah.
say goodbye at 6 a.m.
See you Sunday.
I'll see you Sunday morning.
Yeah, I'll kiss you when I get into bed.
I'm not going to do that. I'll sleep downstairs.
Yeah. See, I think, it's going to be a good day.
No,
It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be
the go karting
awesome
is going to
day.
be sick too.
Essendon Hawthorn.
And look, boys' days become harder to do when you get older,
Yep, it's going to be a ripper.
but they're still like
And then the nice little cherry on
we
top.
talked about. They're in the top 10 days of my year. So
Yeah.
when we do a boys' day,
yeah.
it's one of the fucking best days of the year.
Then the little cherry on top's going back to Mace's house for the evening session where we're going to be watching footy and EPL.
That's right. Watching the
Could not
mighty-
get a more ladsy
mighty
lads a
Hawks.
day. They're playing Bombers. That's a cracking round one game.
Archie's
look.
going to be pissed. He's going to
You
be up and about.
He is.
And he's going to, they might kick it 3 goals to start with and he'll, come on! And then hopefully you just turn it on and he just shuts up for the rest of the day.
Nah, so
Exactly.
look, we'll let Large Dog, do what he needs to do. Because Large Dog
Does it.
does it.
He does what he has to do.
Yeah.
Fuck, he's lit me up.
The last question for tonight, boys. So this is another one from Glenn. He got a bit weird with this one. Would Chiari suck Marmino's toe for 15 seconds for $875?
Sake, mate.
How about this? I'll suck his toe. And Jess has a bad thing with feet. She's got a phobia of feet. So she was like, if you suck his toe, you can never kiss me again.
I'm looking at Damon's feet right now.
I
and
will
I know
suck
my feet.
I will
I'm not
suck
going
Anthony's
anywhere
toe
near it.
if you give me $1,000, Glenn, to go to Damon's Greatest Shave Fund. If you give me $1,000, I will suck Anthony's toe at the Anarchy Gym for $1,000 to go to Damon's Greatest Shave. I'll
don't
put it
wanna
back
see
on
that.
you, Mr. Austin. That's the deal.
All right.
I don't want to see that.
I can't get that image out of my head now.
I'll be happy if
Jess
it
will,
happens.
Jess will probably break up with me. It's for a good cause.
yeah, we need to get that to 10 grand.
Yeah, we got to get it to 10 grand. That's the goal. All right. Do you remember, Losh?
This is so weird because I was talking about this with someone on Saturday night. They came over and we brought this up, this sort of do you remember thing, right?
I think,
and
yeah.
then on Instagram today or yesterday, someone sent it to me. I'll say the name first and I don't think you'll remember. But then when I play the audio, you'll remember. Do you remember Ken E. Kidner?
Yeah, off the Channel 10.
Was that the Channel 10 icon?
Good night, Captain Possum.
Yeah.
Yes!
Been playing together too. Good night, young Kenny. And good night to you. Oh no, the sun's going down in 10 seconds. Bring in the cat, snap on the locks.
This part? He nailed that.
That is 100% Channel. I remember that.
It was Channel 10.
That's
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
knew I had to go to bed.
Do you
That's when I
remember
went to
that
bed.
shit? It
Yes.
was so weird because we were talking about it Saturday night randomly, and then I got sent that. I have not given that a thought.
So there was that
Oh,
one,
that
and
is
then on Channel
so
7 there was
fucking
Fat
funny.
Cat.
yeah, Fat Cat.
Fat Cat was Channel 7, yeah.
16.
But I didn't go to bed. I don't. When I remember that, from when I can remember those, I don't remember that was my trigger to go to bed.
No, me neither.
So, fuck, I could probably remember when I was in primary school. I never went forced to go to bed. I reckon I went to bed when I felt tired.
I remember. Yeah, I
Nah.
don't remember having
Primary school I did, high school
we would have
nah.
had forced bedtime, I'm sure. But me and Mason shared a room for a long time, so we used to just go in our bedroom anyway.
Yeah,
Just do dumb shit. We used to play gladiators and stuff like that in our bed.
make it out.
Gladiators.
We used to stand on opposite beds with like the big sticks and try and knock each other off.
Oh,
Fuck, that's
fuck,
fun.
that's hilarious. All right, boys, let's do it. Let's jump into
So the
it.
big AFL preview.
This
Damon,
is the
give us
AFL
intro.
preview.
It's more than a game. Well, I didn't know
That
we
was
were
good.
good at
All the
intro.
fortunes in play.
I would have accepted that
All right.
or right on the tip
Yeah, I
of
was
my
about to
tongue.
say, if you don't want to scores, look away now.
So each
But-
one of the boys is going to go through.
No,
and
we're gonna first. Let's talk about our own teams first and what our hopes and dreams of.
Okay, go.
I hope
You start, Adam.
I hope we win
What's your
more than
over-under?
5 games.
Ooh. Aiming high, huh? You sound like a Blues supporter. I sum it up in one sentence: finals or bust. Carlton, finals or bust.
I'm going
Chop.
to say for us, top 4 or bust. This is probably our
Top
final
4 or
final
bust.
dig for a
Do you
premiership.
think the
Not gonna
Eagles
like
think
my
they
top
are,
8.
Do you think the Eagles and their fans think they are better than what they are at the moment?
100%.
So do I.
Are you kidding me?
Not at all.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? No, seriously, Chop. Look, that's every season, I reckon, for them.
Oh, fuck off! Not at all. If we
They
got
have
our
an over-
proper
they have-
fixtures at home last
They
year,
always have
fuck
had
it.
an overinflated
Yeah.
sense of how good they are. Now, granted, one year they win the flag, it's works out.
Yeah.
I use the guy at my office
Shut up,
as,
Robert
as a
Walls.
great example.
Yeah.
Every year,
Shut up.
Every year I've known him, he's tipped them to win the flag.
No, that's stupid.
No, well, that's
Well,
what he
we gotta
does. And I'm not saying tip. I'm saying he genuinely walks around the office going, "We'll win the fucking flag this year." Like that's how he operates.
Insufferable.
And then when they won it in 2018, yuck. Anyway, Chop, top 4 or bust.
Top 4 or bust for me. Yeah.
All right, okay. So now let's get into it, Chop.
Okay. Go.
No,
Let's go. So the big AFL preview. Top 8 from Adam Riso. Go.
All right, in no particular order, or do we
Nah,
do
no particular order.
Richmond is
Yep.
obvious. Geelong,
Yep.
Port Adelaide,
Yep.
St Kilda. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you couldn't have this prepared, could you?
No, I did it. I had it prepared.
What'd you do? Throw it in
Anyway,
the bin?
yep.
Boring.
Nah, I'm going to go Freo to make the 8.
Wow. 5. Okay.
Gold Coast.
Wow. Come on. That's 6. 2 more.
Western Bulldogs, 7.
Yeah.
And I've thought about this all day. I don't want to put you cunts in there, but West Coast.
Okay. Losh.
Here's mine that I prepared earlier. In no particular order.
Yeah.
Richmond, Brisbane, St Kilda,
Oh, actually, I didn't say Brisbane.
Eagles, Bulldogs, Geelong, Port Adelaide, Carlton.
Yeah. All right, here's mine.
Chop,
I've
just
got-
before that, I'd take out West Coast and put Brisbane in.
Cool. Cool. I go Brisbane, Richmond, Geelong, Port Adelaide. I've got West Coast, Western Bulldogs, St Kilda, and I'm going Carlton to round out
I
the
think that's the
8.
exact same.
I hope Carlton make the 8.
So do I. I think it's now.
So I
Now's
think
the
it's
time.
between you, Freo, Gold Coast, and not. I'm talking about a jumper,
Yeah.
and maybe. What do we think of Melbourne? I just can't trust them.
No, 3
Can't
steps
trust
back.
them. Anyway, wooden spoon.
I've got North Melbourne.
North Melbourne.
I too wrote down North Melbourne, but I will also accept Adelaide.
Adelaide are going to honk, but North Melbourne, new coach. I don't give a shit what they say. They suck as it is. So North
Yeah,
Melbourne.
they're not
for
getting
me.
any better. They're
You know
just-
what? And they're allowed to suck this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year they really sucked though, and they cost us a lot of money.
Okay, Brownlow medalist.
Okay, Brownlow medalist for me. Paddy Cripps.
Marcus Bontempelli.
See, I don't reckon Bonts will get it. I thought about Bonts. He was my other
Too
one
many
that was right.
too many people taking votes
And I
off him
think
in
he's
that
going to play a
team.
lot forward.
Yeah, but you just find that he
He's going
he's
to
a
play a
vote
lot of
getter.
time forward.
gets votes.
He's going to have to. He's the
What
only
did-
one out of McRae
what did you
and
say,
all that
Damon?
can.
I too wrote down Patrick Cripps
Yeah.
because I think he's due a Brownlow in his career. I think
And
this is gonna be
supposedly pre-season and a half he's had.
he looks like a beast.
He
He's a
looks
bull.
he looks fucking
Play centre forward.
He
good.
could play fucking anywhere, Adam. Be tight end.
Tight end. All right, guys.
Coleman
Next
medalist.
Coleman medalist.
one.
Christopher.
I'm going Jeremy Cameron.
Yeah, I said the same.
So did I. You got
Fucking.
so far. We've had the exact same top 8, exact same everything.
We
Be
should-
different.
Did we just become best friends?
What's your big riser this year?
Big riser, Gold Coast.
Yeah, that was mine. Well, between Gold Coast and Freo, I think.
I said Freo / St Kilda. I know they finished 6th, but not so much big riser in like ladder position, whatever. But like their game takes. I
See,
think.
okay, so
Yeah, but if their game's going to go up, you got to think they're going to win more games
since-
anyway.
Yeah,
Since-
I'm saying they will go up in ladder position. 6th wasn't like 6th to 2nd isn't a massive rise. But
since we've had this current top 8 format,
see,
right, there's always been a team that's come from outside of the 8 and made the top 4.
every year.
Only
Every
one
year.
year it didn't. And that was when Hawthorn Flags won that year. But so there's someone in the bottom half, so in the bottom 10, the average position has been 12th, which was Freo last year. But you can't really sort of say whatever. There's someone in the bottom 10 that is going to jump up and make a huge leap.
Carlton.
Well, it could be Carlton. But I looked at Gold Coast and went, fuck, they've got 10, no, they've probably got maybe more now, maybe 11 or 12 top 10 picks
Yeah, I know.
on their list.
we've seen that before,
Right, but I understand we've seen that before, but when they had them in their first incarnation, they had older experienced guys that weren't, that good, and they were tailing off, except Gary Ablett, obviously.
guys like Danny Stanley and
Yeah, but like they weren't ready. And then the young guys were too young.
Riskatelli.
But then when the young guys became of age, they didn't have the experience driving them through. Like the Harley Bennells, all those guys, they weren't really top class footballers. They were skillful,
Yeah.
but not the guys that are going to take you. Whereas now you look like Matty Rao,
Rankin.
Jack Lukosius, Rankin, and then they've just surrounded it with the right type of experienced guys. I actually think they could make a genuine leap this year.
I like Stewie Dew a lot more after watching that.
Yeah, how good's the
We'll,
doco?
we'll get into that
We'll
after.
get into that after this,
Just
but-
finish the footy stuff, but we'll
Okay.
definitely bring that up.
Big
But-
four.
Big Four. Well, I hate to say it. Actually, fuck it. I love to say it. The Eagles. I think they'll
So
drop out of the eight.
what do we finish?
Well, I mean,
Last year, what do we
I think
finish fifth.
You'll finish 11th.
really?
Look, I'm putting my balls on the line here.
Okay,
I'm
that's
going to be
all right.
fucking 98% wrong, like with Damon's preseason
Yeah.
bets in NFL.
Well, he's a little bit more than
But-
98%.
But you know what? Like,
It's pretty much bang on 98% wrong.
Is it?
There's 1 out of 43.
if you look at top 8, I'll be surprised if I get 50% of them right.
Yeah, of course.
And like secretly, I hope I'm wrong because I hope my team fucking goes on a run, but that's not going to happen.
I got the top
So-
four right last year though.
No, it's
Okay.
for me. I'm naturally tipping a couple of teams to drop out of the 8. So yeah, I think the Eagles. Not the Eagles will be a big 4. It'd just be very.
Lackluster.
No, it'd be dramatic for them because they haven't. It's the
So
every year they've made the finals under Simpson, except for the first year.
yeah, for me, Big 4 is going to be a team with inside the 8, but they'll stay in the 8, and that's Brisbane. Brisbane finished top 2 for the last 2 seasons. I reckon they drop out of the 4 this year.
So that's a big fall.
To me, that's a Big 4. You go from top 2 to maybe 6th or 7th.
So I think Collingwood have finished
Yeah, but-
16th.
Yeah.
Collingwood are going to be
So
shit.
none of
this
us
year.
have tipped Collingwood to make the 8, right?
Nah.
All right.
I think they're going to be like woeful.
So Buckley's in a contract year.
Yeah. I reckon they get rid of him.
Now, if you look at his last 3 years, one made a grand final, lost by less than a kick. The next year made the prelim, should have made the grand final, lost to GWS by less than a kick. Last year they win a final they should never have, weren't expected to win. And so he made the second week of the finals. That's someone's last 3 years. Even if he has a bad year, I still think they would want to sign him.
Especially given the-
he may step away himself.
yeah. Well, their off-season trading and all that was
That was a balls up. That's a
circus.
fuck up.
That was a circus.
They're gonna
What's
get-
his
they're
last
gonna
name?
shock
Something
us.
guy. The guy.
And Ned guy.
Ned Guy. That was one of the worst.
But it was handled like poorly. Every man and his dog knew that. But yeah, they knew that was coming. They just could have handled it better. But they just didn't go about it the right way anyway. They still have a good team on paper. Like you look at their team on paper, still a lot of class through midfield, some good forwards, pretty good backmen. Like if they were fit, they could easily make the finals. But I tend to agree. Like you can't put them in right now. You couldn't put them in the 8.
Nah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they made it anyway.
No, I reckon. I'm just sort of wishful thinking as well. There's nothing better than when Collingwood suck.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world.
All
There's
right.
nothing better than beating them in that grand final. It fucking was delightful.
Yeah, it was a great game.
All right, grand final.
Grand final. Port Adelaide v Geelong. I think I said that last year.
I have Geelong and I was tossing up between Port and Richmond again.
All right, we'll pick one.
I'm gonna go Port as well.
Yeah.
I went Richmond Port.
All right, so Port seemed like it's
I think they're going to
unanimous.
Yeah.
Okay, so and that's the
Build on
case.
last year.
Who's our premier? Because I will.
Richmond Dusty. Richmond Flag, Dusty Norm Smith
Well,
till he
I'm going-
retires.
I'm going
Winks,
Geelong.
like
Like-
Maccabi Diva in the Melbourne
Like
Cup.
Brady. I'm never writing Brady off again. He's winning every Super Bowl till he retires. Dusty's winning
No,
every
you're going to bet
Norm
on him
Smith.
every year.
I reckon Geelong are
And you'll
throwing the
get-
kitchen sink at it with what they brought in Higgins and Isaac Smith, more veterans, more depth to where they're playing. You got people like Jordan Clark that will come on this year as well. For me, I'll bring in Jeremy Cameron as well. You play Tomahawks, sit him in the 50, doesn't have to move out of the square. Cameron's up the ground.
They do have a good team on paper.
They've got a fucking great team. I think they win it, and I'm going to go fucking Normie, Mitch Duncan.
Dunks.
Oh, Port.
Port Flag.
Yep. And I'm going to say
Boke.
Travis Boak. Norm Smith medalist. He might retire after just
Why not?
How old's Bokey?
33.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm 33. He's
but he
due.
looks in good nick, so
He's in very good
back
nick.
him in. But they have a good team, Port. I hate that because I hate Port. And
Yeah.
actually, to be honest, Port Geelong makes my sort of blood boil.
I'm
Yeah,
not-
you don't
There
like
isn't
either.
too many other combinations worse than that.
Now, big question. Do you think this year gets interrupted at all?
No.
No, I think they push through like every other major sport is doing.
Yeah.
Push through.
a player
They'll go
gets
to
it, they'll do
hubs.
the
They'll go no
tracking, yeah.
crowds. Whatever they have to do. It won't be like last year. We won't stop for 3 months. This is go to woe.
Yeah, have to. I agree. Do you know the UFC is going to be one of the first things to have big crowds, full capacity crowd this on April
Where?
27th. I think it's in Texas. They're going capacity crowds at 15,000 odd. watching, and it's like they're doing
How
a
can they
massive,
do that?
massive
Now the
card.
state.
Well, because it's up to the states. There's some of the states going, we want live crowds and all that coming back. Because the way Americans done it, they've pretty much been fucked from the start. But now the vaccine, they're rolling it out. They're doing like 2 million people almost a week or something like that. Something crazy. So they've just gone right. We're going to get back to normal. We're going to get the economy going again.
Comedy.
So
comedy.
I think the UFC is going to be one of the first major sports to be doing capacity crowds again.
Is it a good fight?
Oh, they're packing the card. Masvidal's fighting
Yeah, I saw,
Usman again, number 2,
saw
so the
that.
second. And I think they're doing 3 other title fights. It's going to be a monster
On
card.
the same card.
Yeah, all on the same card. So that to me is a sign that the world's just going right. Time to get back to normal. We can't have
We
another.
can't let this virus control us.
Not at all. Not at all.
Have you ever been to a UFC event?
I have. I went to Melbourne with Rika and Mace. We watched the Whitaker Adesanya
My
fight.
brother, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You like fell asleep just
So we went there, me and Mason together. So it's bloody good. It's a good atmosphere, but it's better probably in a smaller stadium. So you're elevated. You've got to be elevated. So we had the floor seat, so we could see really well. But there was people sitting in the second tier at Marvel Stadium that would have been better off watching it on TV because they would have been able to see more.
Yeah.
So it's better smaller stadium, definitely.
Yeah.
So round 1 kicks off Thursday night.
Okay, what's our tips? What's our tip for that game?
I'm going Carlton because
Same.
I think Richmond coming off another flag probably
I
start
would have
slow.
been more confident in Carlton if Zach Williams didn't get suspended.
Nah, we fucking...
Didn't happen last year.
We are going to win round 1 for the first time since 2011.
Yeah, I'm back.
10 years it's been. I'm sick of starting off 0-1.
How'd you go in the pre-season? I mean, I know there's only one bullshit game, but
St Kilda. We came back within a goal in the last quarter, but
No, I think
high scoring
pre-season
game.
means nothing.
nothing. We won the Wizard Cup and then fucking wooden spoon in the
Means
same
even
year.
less now than it did then. But for me, it's more about if Carlton mean business this year,
You got to win round 1.
it's not even necessarily winning,
No.
but they need to be really competitive.
And I don't
Yes,
want...
like last year you got blown out of the water in the first half, and
I
then you
just
came
don't
back
like
in the second
these
half.
honourable losses. I'm sick of them now. I'm sick of these. Oh yeah, but they fought well. Close it out now.
Yeah,
We've
no,
done it.
100%.
Last
Like, if you
year
wanna
was
take
that
the next
year
step,
of
you've gotta
doing
win.
exactly.
Yeah.
The next step now is closing out those games. It's not having the third quarter dip where you give up 4 quick goals.
Yep.
And then you lose the game by 2 goals. And if you hadn't have fallen asleep in those 5-minute periods, like it's shit like that.
Have you
Absolutely.
noticed with a lot of the media commentary in the preseason, I haven't really sort of tuned in much. I started watching a bit this week, that how the assumption is that Richmond will do it again. And I always think that's fucking dangerous, right? Because the easiest thing to do is look back what happened last year and just go, well, yeah, that's all we're going to base it on.
Yeah.
But for me, that's a little bit unintelligent because it's like nothing has ever really been that repetitive ever in terms of one team just carries on
But was Hawthorn
year after year.
Did Hawthorn have this kind
But
of
even-
hype after? Like,
No, but like even
the year of
into
the
that
three-peat?
year, I don't remember us being the odds-on favourite. Like I remember when we won 2013, 2014, Sydney had Buddy. They became the favourites, and they actually won them. They won the minor premiership, and then even the year after, there was like, yeah, we were probably the favourite because we'd back to back, and we'd still a very good side. But even throughout the year, we were looking for finals.
yeah.
Whereas I feel like Richmond, have been to the world. Granted, they're still not an old team by any means, but I don't feel like anyone. 'Cause the problem I have with the competition is like they just almost let them walk over them in the finals last year, except Port. Like there was a little bit of just let them go.
Oh, it's Richmond. They're going to
Yeah.
beat us.
Like after the Brisbane final that they lost, I think it was the first week.
Yeah.
They just like St Kilda just gave it to them. But anyway, I think it's a bit sort of. I don't think they're gonna be in the grand final, and that's because I just know that it's really hard to repeat after repeat after repeat. They've been to 4 straight preliminary finals, 3 grand finals in 4 years, 3 flags. Haven't been beaten in a grand final either, which is like every
Their style of football
every one of
just
those
suits-
every one of those dynasty teams gets beaten in the grand final. Hawthorn did in 2012. Brisbane lost after the against Port Adelaide. Geelong when they didn't repeat, but they lost to the Hawks.
Yeah.
Hawks in the 80s. Like teams don't just go. They don't win 4 flags in 5 years and no losses in a grand final. So I just think like that. Take it back. Richmond, for me, if I could put money on anything this year, is they won't be in the grand final. Like, give me odds for that, and I'll put money.
Do you
on
reckon? Do you reckon the whole Dimmer thing will impact them as well?
Not at all.
That. No, that won't. But teams will be hungry, man. Like
He just extended
if
3
you're
years.
just 1 or 2% off, that's it. You're done. Like, you can't afford that. But that's my big call.
Yeah, fair enough. All right,
Alright.
well, you got a big call? Something you want to put your alarm for? Something
anything.
outrageous?
Fuck, big call.
Chop's going to go to a game and watch all 4 quarters. He won't leave early.
I never leave early. What the fuck is that comment? For
He'd be
me,
the kind
big
of guy
call.
that
It's got to be a
I
coach
got to
getting
beat the
sacked.
traffic.
It's got to be a coach that is unexpected this
All right,
year.
good question.
Gets sacked.
That's a good one. Okay, Chop.
First coach sacked.
Oh, Simon Goodwin.
Simon Goodwin has to be, because Melbourne are gonna be shit.
If Melbourne are shit this year, do they have to go in and break the bank and try and get Ross Lyon's sitting there? I would feel like Ross Lyon would toughen them up. But
Absolutely, he's
Ross
a
Lyon
shit
will cost
coach.
them $1 million a year.
He's
Find
a
it.
shit coach, but he's too defensive mind. I
Yeah,
think
but that's what
that
they
era's
need,
gone.
mate. They're all they're like Melbourne's just a good free running downhill team. Don't have the capacity to defend when they need to. I'd like to see them do well. Not actually, fuck it. I don't know.
Why?
Why?
Why would I see them do
Uppity
well?
fucks.
Fuck them.
See Sherman get
Because
up and
I
about,
like Sherman, but sometimes it pisses me off. So fuck it.
Yeah, fuck.
Nah, seriously, Goodwin's odds on to be sacked.
Yeah.
He has to. They suck. They've been that 1 year, which seems to be the biggest
If he gets,
Come on.
abnormally.
Abominable.
Abnormally.
Abominable. I can't say it.
if he gets
So I don't
to
try.
halfway through the year and he's like 3-8, he's gone.
Yeah.
He has to be level pegging at least at halfway to be able to keep his job.
3-8, he's definitely gone. There's a few coaches. If
4
they're
and
at 3
7.
8. If Carlton's at 3-8, Teague's gone.
Teague's gone if he does make the finals.
Yeah, that's it. Finals are bust. I think Cripps is a very good chance of going. Teague doesn't re-sign.
Speaking of Ross Lyon,
Yeah.
like they would go for him.
Yeah.
And I get that, like,
I just hate Ross
yeah,
Lyon.
but he's a
His whole
very good
mannerisms
coach,
and everything.
though.
He's a fuckhead.
Like, he's a very good coach.
Boring football.
Yeah, but he
Look, but
Gets
is it though? Because I don't think it holds
he's
up.
taken
in
2
this.
clubs.
Yeah, but like,
to grand
okay,
finals.
so what? He did. Well, when did he do the St Kilda Collingwood one? That was fucking back.
2010.
Yeah, okay, you're talking
So
10
Freo
years ago.
2013,
Okay,
right?
Does it
So the
hold
year
up?
after they made the finals, lost. Fuck, I can remember. Obviously, I can remember those final series, but they lost to
for you.
Port here in the second week. They made top 4 that year.
I just don't think it's-
2015, they
yeah.
finished top of the ladder. They lost to Hawthorn in the prelim here. So, like, just because you're a little bit off, because in finals, I reckon it comes down to luck. Just because you're a little bit off doesn't make him. He's a fucking great coach, like, for me. And he could actually change a team's fortunes quickly. He gets a Melbourne, he gets a Carlton. He could turn them into legitimate, like, top 4 contenders. Because both those teams have talent. They're just lacking a proper, like, a game strategy. And those players will buy in first up. He may lose his cachet 3 or 4 years in.
Yeah.
But they'll buy in straight up because it'll be disciplined. It's like the Jose Mourinho effect, you know, like a couple of years, he's done. But they will buy in and they'll get results straight away. So you talk about if Carlton don't make the finals, I would assume they'll go after Ross Lyon.
Carlton don't make the finals. No, I'm not saying. I say it every year.
Fuck it, you're going to make the finals.
That's
I'm changing
why.
my
They're
finals.
winning this week.
Freo out, Carlton in.
Yeah, they're winning this week. First time in 10 years. Suck at Foley. Suck at Trent. Suck at every other Richmond fan.
Yeah.
We're starting 1-0.
That's our AFL season preview.
Yeah.
I think we're very happy about this. We're excited. I can't wait to watch round 1 and get amongst it again.
Look, get ready
God
for the
knows
year.
Sportsbet's going to get some money off me again.
We did a little bit towards the end of last year, but last year was fucked. This year, I'm going to make few hard truths every week.
Yep.
Okay.
Like I'm just gonna properly
Bruce's
give it
truths.
to him. Yep. And I'm not gonna miss a beat.
No.
I'm not going to miss it.
Uncensored, unfiltered.
I will not if my own team deserves it, they're gonna get it.
Good.
Fair enough. I love the honesty. I love the
Keep your
honesty.
hands off
Now-
my boys.
The AFL brought out something really good, which was on Amazon Prime. So if you haven't watched it yet, it's the AFL doco series called
Making their mark.
Making Their Mark. Now, this is sort of like, not a rip-off, but a sort of
A version
a version of All or Nothing, which follows an NFL team each year.
There's actually,
and goes
and
through the
Premier
entire
League.
season.
Premier League as well.
And the Premier
All or
League, yeah, I've
Nothing's
seen they're
on
doing Man
Amazon.
City and Tottenham. This is so good. If they do start to do solo teams throughout the whole year and then develop a series like
I don't-
All or Nothing,
Yeah.
it would be so sick.
I'm with
sick.
you, Chop. I reckon doing one team would be good, but maybe they just don't feel there's enough content with one team
Yeah, I kind of agree with
to
you. on that.
focus it.
Yeah.
Not like the NFL and the EPL.
Why is that? Why do you
Well,
think the NFL
Well, I
has
think
more?
it's more.
They probably could, but maybe they just wanted to test the waters last year and follow
Oh, I don't even mind if they keep doing this and they follow a particular player or coach
Yeah.
each year. They pick a new one.
So
like
I started watching it. I watched like a couple episodes in. I think it's good. I think it's well done. I don't like the parts where it feels like they've manufactured a conversation in front of them, like
Yeah.
between Peggy O'Neill and Brendan
Brendan
Gale.
Gale.
It's always like
At the fence. At the fence. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's always feels like that's a conversation that they've had privately, and they're like, "Well, we're going to talk about something in front of the cameras.
We'll leave this part out. Leave that part out. Yeah.
What do you think
Oh,
about this?
here comes
you know,
Dimmer. Here's Dimmer's coming over. Yeah.
and like the cliche comments, like, "Well, this is one of these years. It's unbelievable. I've never seen this before."
Oh,
Like,
one
this-
of the ones I just watched then,
Okay.
literally before you came when I was having dinner, was Brendan Gale called up Hardwick while he's at training doing a drill. Somehow someone passed him a phone and he goes, just going to make an announcement. They call the whole team in. We've hit 100,000 members for the third year in a row. And all the players start cheering and that. I was like, if that's not the
bit-
biggest
bit
setup
corny,
thing ever,
yeah.
And
as
like,
if the players would give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly. So I've said this, but we've spoken about this before as well. We need more things like this
yeah,
because, like,
intimate stuff.
even this documentary or this content, like, obviously I'm super into NFL, right? And
Yeah.
like, I could name
It
you.
makes you more into it.
I could name you every Super Bowl winning quarterback, every
This is
Super Bowl
weird.
winning team from the last 56 years.
Very weird.
Confidently. But that's from watching these football life documentaries.
Yeah.
They're just good. Like,
It's what the NFL have done well. They've realised content
Global
is
market.
key.
Yeah, exactly.
But you want to get bigger TV rights, have more content.
But also, and we know this about the NFL because we follow it closely. But all the pre-game and the pre-game like motivational speeches, they're put on, like they're 100% put on because the guys know there's a mic there, the guys know there's a camera on there. They want to get their fucking their personality out there. They know like because following that is sponsorship, media, like all that crap,
brand,
right?
personal
Then the
brand.
coach after it's very sort of like for the cameras. Everyone watching it knows it's for the cameras. Everyone
Yeah.
like it's almost a production, right? It is a
It
production.
is a production.
Whereas the AFL, the Making the Mark one was good, but they haven't got to that entertainment factor yet. Like in terms of like those rip roaring sort of speeches before the game.
Shuey Do served.
Right. Yeah, but like
that was fucking great.
Yeah.
but that's what we
What are we
like.
fucking doing?
I like him a lot more
Minus
after-
24 in contested
But that's
possessions.
what we need more of.
He just started losing it.
I would have loved in that Hawthorn era where we won 3 flags in a row to be able to see what happened in the inner workings of that team, like
Yeah,
inside.
of course.
Because it would have been like first.
Didn't they say they've got a doco coming out on a team in the AFL that done something similar like that?
Oh, maybe.
Like a Jordan, something like that?
oh,
Maybe.
fuck, that would be awesome.
That's what we like.
You know what? I really like the Collingwood one. I hate fucking Collingwood, but I watched the Collingwood one they did, the doco inside.
I'll watch
that
any
was
of them.
sick.
I'll watch any. That's like I said. That's why I brought up like these NFL ones. There's so many. I watch all of them. I watch the 1972 Dolphins thing just because there's a few players talking about it. You get their perspective. You find out these little things that come in there. If they had more AFL ones, you get the kids involved. You get like you just build.
I reckon
everyone's
we'll-
craving content now. We've all got content in our hand. Have the AFL Game Pass app with, the locked on fucking Carlton for the week, and it's just a 20-minute thing or whatever. Like,
Well, just like so, you know how we see, and I don't want them to go too in depth into the change rooms because some things need to remain,
of course,
that sort of sacred.
sacred.
But like the NFL, where they do like the game ball presentation after the game, Like something similar like that in the change rooms, just so you feel like you're in the.
I guess we get the
in
flag.
huddle.
We get the song, sorry, which
Yeah.
is nice. Which is
I'd love to know what goes on in the huddles. So 3/4 time in a close game.
There's a couple of speeches there.
Yeah, but like like I said, I got to watch the rest of it. But like, there's the 3/4 time close game. Like
Yeah.
fucking, I want to see that. That for me would be, that's the epic. And the coaches box.
You kind of want
in
to
the
see
close
it, like
game.
you said though, like without the camera. Like you want to just see it yourself because
Yeah.
you know there's still that when you know there's a camera there. Whether you're trying or not, like, I mean, these guys are professionals.
Well,
they might be able to shut it out a bit
Yeah.
better, but he's still. In the
But
back
that's
of
why
his
I
mind.
think they put the small cameras in the coach's box, like with Stewie Dew and all that, and they're getting more realistic reactions.
sort of
always-
forget it's there.
I always enjoyed. There was, I think they still do it at the season launch. They released a doco on the previous year's grand final, and obviously, like the Hawthorn ones, I watched quite often, and it's a filmmaker. He goes around, but he gets these like halftime things and the 3/4 time thing. The coaches don't even really remember that it's actually going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a grand final. You forget that you're
Yeah,
fucking.
yeah, of course.
That's all that, right? And then it sounds like really real. Like I remember 2014, Sydney in 2012 got like 100+ tackles against Hawthorn. Like it was just they won. They were an underdog. And in 2014, when part of Clarko's halftime, we're up by 8 goals. It's like, let's see them fucking get 100 tackles now.
Yeah,
let's
right.
see them
Yeah.
chase us. Right? That's like, oof.
Yeah, I
You
love,
just-
love that shit.
Yeah, I want to see more of that. I want to see each week. I want to see this stuff come out. But the issue I have is you do more of it.
Yeah.
they'll start to know that it's happening.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's why I like the concept of Hard Knocks, where they follow a team
Yeah,
5
but
weeks at the start of the preseason. And,
Yeah.
and the good thing about like Chop said, he probably enjoyed All or Nothing more than Hard Knocks. I said, yeah, the production value in All or Nothing is
All or
definitely
Nothing's
better.
great.
Yeah.
But Hard Knocks it's weekly. It comes out weekly, and it's like as it's happening. So I remember when it was like I said to him, when it was the Raiders,
Yeah.
Antonio Brown, all that shit with his feet and then his helmet or whatever, and it was happening in the news, and then you get to see
The
it.
only
you waited for
dumbass-
Sunday night or whatever, and you got to watch it, and you knew what was happening in the news. It
Yeah.
was like 1 week later. Whereas these All or Nothing, it's a whole season. You watch it at the end of the season, they're great. The production value is cool, but more,
Dumbass
we
to
need
go
more shit
into
like this.
a
The cry of
cryo box with no socks on or anything. He gets fucking frostbite. What an
Remember that?
idiot.
No,
that's what Antonio Brown did when he first went to the Raiders, the preseason.
He went
got
into a
there,
cryo
he burnt the bottom of his
chamber.
feet off.
that's right. I remember
And then
that.
there was the
yeah.
helmet shit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to wear the helmet. And then he had that shit with John Gruden. And then he brought out that rap video.
He just didn't want to be there.
He
Right?
didn't want to be there.
That's
And
why
then he
he's
went to
doing
the
all that.
Pats. It was his plan to get to the Pats.
And then the Pats.
Speaking
didn't.
of Pats, in the NFL, Minka, they're picking up everybody.
So
Aren't they splurging?
okay, so really, Cam Newton's their quarterback. Would you say?
Yep.
Yeah. Does it make them AFC East favorites?
Nah, not with the Bills.
Doesn't
No
make
way.
it better than the Bills.
But like, so what are they spending all this money for? Just to sneak in for a
Well,
wild card?
I think they
Or-
definitely feel like they could have done better last year, and they had 5 of their main starters out,
I just
and they're
think
all
they
getting
get all
them
them
back.
back. Yeah.
I think last year they.
And
I
some.
think they knew. He was like, you know what? We got Cam for $1 million.
Yeah.
We got Cam for $1 million. We got 6 of our fucking Hightower. All these great defensive players are sitting out. Let's just plod along. Let's just not get ourselves in a bad salary cap position next year. Got through the year, and now bang, they got all this money. They got Jonnu Smith from Titans. There's
Yeah.
footage of Brady a couple of years ago. Like, not him. I don't think it's him saying it to a camera. He got just sort of caught on camera. Him talking about how Jonnu Smith's the best at that position. So he's loved him for years. So he's finally got his guy.
Yeah.
It could be like we're all sitting there going, yeah, well, they might not win it. Or Bill just had last year's off. Everyone wrote him off, and he's going to come back and do Bill
I
things.
think they had a plan last year because
Everything
those
he does
players
is
that were
planned.
pulling out, they were like, they weren't even. It's like they weren't even getting stopped. Like they were just saying, if you want to pull out, save the cap hit.
And then that way
And,
you can say, if Brady does something good, we can have this excuse. So we didn't have all these players.
With the Patriots, you always feel like there's a sort of a hidden meaning behind what they're doing.
Always ulterior motive.
So, like, I think it's 7 positions in the playoffs now for each conference.
Yep.
You'd have to say they're going to compete for a wild card, but can they be better than the Bills? I don't know. But Bills were AFC East title contenders. Not AFC title contenders.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, instantly you're on the road playing the playoffs. So, I don't know. They need a good quarterback for me to say
Was it a trial year with Cam, trying a few things out, maybe different schemes and stuff that he probably not used to, just to see what worked?
little
Does he
bit
have
of
his
that.
mobility though?
A little bit of that. I think. Well, he got really affected by COVID. COVID fucked him for a few weeks longer
Yeah.
than other people. And when he came back from that, up until then, he was in fucking good form.
Yeah.
Really good form. I know because I picked him in fantasy, and for the first 3 weeks, he dominated.
Yeah.
And then when he had the corona,
But does he have the mobility?
I don't know.
Because
No, the
his
mobility,
game,
yes,
his
it's the
game
arm.
can't be a pocket passer.
It's the arm that I'm worried about.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm
He
worried
couldn't
about
throw
with
you
him.
longer than 10
But
yards.
then now they've got a tight end again for the first time since Gronk.
And they picked
Who
up
they got-
another
who they got,
wide
Hunter
receiver.
Henry?
No, they picked up Jonnu Smith from Titans.
Oh, yeah?
Tennessee.
Aguilar as well.
Nelson Aguilar.
They've beefed up
The
their
funniest
offensive
thing
line.
is, Raiders paid $1 million for him last year, used him, and now he's gone for $24 million to the fucking
I
bat.
think he just bet on himself. But like they've got legitimately good offensive line now,
That's what I
good
mean.
defensive line.
Like, the only thing that like I'm with you where the quarterback I'm like
But that's for me. Quarterback I know is the be all end all. Like you can't
if they stick
you
with
can't compete at the top end without a good quarterback and good quarterback play. So it's not just having a good quarterback. He has to
yeah,
actually
you
play
can have
well.
the schemes, you can have all that, but can he execute it?
Yeah, fuck.
I like him. I hope he does. I hope that
I like Bill. Like
yeah.
I don't like the Patriots, but I like
I'm with
Bill.
you, yeah. But then I also like Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's just something about. I think because since I started watching NFL, like really following it, say like 5 years, whatever, 6 years,
Yeah.
it's been Pats. It was Pats every fucking year.
I would, and that's right. That's why I kind of sort of didn't like
Get
it.
over
But
it.
then
It's like the Hawks.
I didn't mind the Bill Belichick press conferences.
Yeah.
So the Bill Belichick giving him nothing.
The fucking nothing
Yeah.
that he used to
We're
give.
on
But
to
it was
Cincinnati.
funny. Like it got to the point where it's almost like he was doing it to make people laugh.
I've actually
not
yeah,
that he was, but
since
we're
I
on to
started
Cincinnati.
watching these all or nothing,
We're on to Cincinnati.
I'm so excited for the new NFL season. New NFL seasons to start and watch these all or nothings because I'm like, oh fuck yeah! Start as you said, you get more into every player. You know more
And
players.
you learn players from other teams and
When's the draft? It's like 40
April-
days.
Yeah, April. Yeah, about that. 40 days. It's April.
Wow, it's gonna be
Something.
very interesting.
It's gonna be a good one.
well, my Colts haven't done anything in free agency yet. But
I used to like the Colts.
I
Now they've got Wentz.
Yeah, I
I think
don't-
you're a bunch of sacks again.
think we're going to turn him around.
Oh, I think he
Anyway,
can suck a
I just
dick.
feel like Ballard's waiting to do something in free agency. He's never the first guy to pop because he's like, I'm not that stupid. I'm not going to throw money out.
So when does it's illegal tampering now, but I think free agency fully opens
it's.
17th. I think.
I'm pretty sure it already has.
Nah, I think it's just illegal.
Because I'm
is it
pretty sure it
four?
already has. Because there's free agents already getting picked up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I
They're
think
like-
they're not maybe not officially signed and
Something
something.
like that.
I saw a Twitter
Oh yeah,
post.
it's because now it's legal tampering. So
Yeah.
you're allowed to approach. You're allowed to.
Yeah, because
Well, no, you can disclose
they're
it,
saying
man.
the slowest
Yeah.
ones to move at the moment are wide receivers. No wide receivers are moving.
I think
Like
because the draft-
Aguilar was one of the first
this
ones.
draft is so heavy with wide receivers
Yeah.
again, which seems to be a common thing.
Yeah. So Mike Mush,
Ha!
first
Get
bet of the AFL
It's a new
season.
format.
Not yet.
Oh my
You
god!
can't have three. Look, I need to see a round of footy first,
Yeah.
and because game 1, round 1, Carlton Richmond. That's the only fucking bet anyone needs to worry about.
So it's who? What is it?
They're giving Carlton 20 points. They're
Oh.
minus 20 and a half.
Carlton on the line.
Plunge that. Tell them Loshy sent you. Use code AGT for nothing because it doesn't exist.
Well, if it does work, let us know.
Yeah, because then we'll get some money for that.
All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The end of another episode. Please subscribe to the podcast. Like us on our social media. We love hearing from you guys. Thank you for listening.
You've been listening to Any Give and Take. Follow the boys on Instagram and Twitter at Any Give and Take.
Dominic Di Coco.